Okay, welcome. Thank you for sticking with me. Sorry about the fact that I had accidentally not made this a Minecraft stream. It should have. Hopefully some people who are expecting Minecraft now to be able to jump on and watch and play. I'm gonna take a nap real quick. Because nighttime. It's one thing about this server, we have it set up so that the people, only one person needs to sleep at night in order for...
You'll never guess what happened to me.
What just happened to you?
I was flying to explore a little bit, and I went into the nether portal. There was a random nether portal on top of a tree. And I went through it, and there was a gas on the other side, so I went right back through it. And the gas broke the portal just as I was phasing through the portal, and it broke the old portal, but spawned me a new one. I just about got stuck in the nether.
That would have been funny.
No, it would have been scary.
That would have been amazing, because you love the nether.
I love the nether so much. Hold up.
What?
This stream isn't working for me. I gotta close out and try again.
Yeah, that will happen from time to time.
Let me see. Here we are. Yeah, no, that was so scary. I just about had to make you come rescue me.
Well, you know.
Anyway, so if you fly that direction and you see two nether portals, one that's broken and one that isn't, wasn't me.
It was you. Good to know. Alrighty. So, I guess we will get rolling here. So this world has been up and down. We had it up for about a year. It was originally just like a LAN party server that we had, that I had put together for my wife, because Minecraft is one of the only games she likes to play. So I was like, oh, I'll set one of those up for you, and then we can figure out from there what we want to do. And then I ended up putting it up as a server, and I've got some friends from like high school playing on it, some family, friends that I've met recently in life, and yeah, we just have a good time. So, to show you first, I guess I'll show you over here. So, spawn for the server is right in front of this little, or right next to this little building. When we had put together this little area, we had kind of like figured out the spawn chunk to be here, but we keep spawning outside of it barely by like 2 blocks. And so this was supposed to be like the welcome center. That was then right across from, this was originally a hotel. And this hotel was put together so that people could stay in rooms before they built like bases on the server. And we have had virtually no one use it. It was used for just a slight while, when I think it was Hotwire Mech and Dark Queen jumped on, but nobody has really used it other than that. So the idea is that these levels are all going to be turned into more of like a shopping mall, so that people can set up shops before they are ready to, because right over here we have our shopping district, and that's our nether portal that links up. We should really do something with that nether portal, so it's not just like an obsidian block in the middle of our area, but you know, we'll get there. This is a monument that me and Optimal Duck made when we were coming back to the server, when I got it reset up. And so we built it, we made it, put some welcome back gifts in there for people, and yeah. As we kind of walk through here, we have the wedding area for, this was for me and for Optimal Duck as we got married on the server, which was a lot of fun. We have, this is my rocket shop. It's stocked with rockets up quite a few levels. And I'll show you kind of why I run the rocket shop. This is my Nether shop, and it looks like somebody came in and bought something while I was off, because the doors are wide open, because nobody knows how to close doors on this server. And yes, I'm aware that I can just put in pressure plates, but it's not the point. It's the principle of the thing. It's not that hard to turn around and close some doors. But this is my Nether shop, so I spend a lot of time in the Nether, kind of collecting items and then coming back to sell them here in the overworld, because not a lot of people on the server like to go to the Nether, so I kind of take care of that. Then this is bros football, like kind of clay blocks, sand. This is for concrete. He sells terracotta in a bunch of different varieties. Sells dirt, apparently, as well as deep slate. Uncobbled deep slate, to be fair. And then we have Hotwire Mech's Elytra shop, I think. Also, oh, yep, Ender Pearls, brewing stands, some purpur. Yeah, kind of like an end shop. Then we have Minnesota Lego Man. This is his dying untotems. Apparently Jeff is here. He has a big raid farm that he can cause raids and gather these totems of undying from. He also has an ominous bottle farm. So he sells ominous bottles, and a shulker farm. And so he also, which you'll get to see later. This is the bookstore. Optimal Duck runs the bookstore. These are all Prot 4 books that we can pay a diamond for and take off. Whoa. I can't tell if that's just ambient Minecraft music or what that is. It started and it was slightly scary. These are death boxes put together by Duck. They're a whole bunch of stuff that you would need if you ever died on the server. And so we use those to feel the sting of death a little bit less. And then on the top, they do custom orders for like enchantments and books, and say like you for some reason lose everything but your sword, they can put together everything but the sword, kind of up in that other space. This is a bamboo shop that I run also. Again, you'll see why. This is Lego String Shop. This is Dangerous Doggies. This is their Prismarine shop. So they are selling Prismarine out of that little pop-up stand. This is all dye. That's run by Hotwire Mech. The disc shop is run by Hotwire Mech. This is the honey store, Ice Honey and Slime. This is run by Dangerous Doggies. This is going to change soon, where not all three of these things are going to be sold. Although they have kind of upped their game with everything being sold. They have a slime farm, a honey farm, that sort of thing. This is the glass store and the amethyst store. These are like stone blocks. They also sell lava here. This is Duck's food stand, so you can buy golden carrots here. And I think, oh yeah, and then this is the XP vending machine, which is very efficient, would I think be the way to say it. There is, if you hit this and you sit here for the whole time that it runs, you'll pick up anywhere between like 40 to 50 levels worth of XP. It's kind of wild. And then, whoa. I don't know what this thing is. I think Lego is making a potion store. And this might be his, like, design of the potion thing that is there. I really don't know what's going on here. But I do know that it's probably going to be cool. And then this is the wood shop that Dangerous runs. And it got finished. So I bet over here. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of wood cubes stacked up on each other. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, so each of these different like wood cubes has a different wood block that they sell. I don't know if any sleep demons are going to be after me or not, as I am just going to jump into bed here. Probably not. I slept the previous night too. And then, oh yeah, this is little Jimmy's moss and moss related block farm and shop where he sells moss and moss related things. And then the last one is the Frog Lights shop. Hotwire Mech and Dark Queen, they have a Frog Light store. And they sell a whole bunch of different frog lights there. And then, yeah, that's the shopping district. So that's really cool. This is Optimal Duck's castle. And I've been instructed many a time that I'm not allowed to show the castle from the backside. So I'm flying around. And here is the start of the castle.
Hey, can I give the tour?
Sure.
Oh, okay, so welcome to my castle. My storyline for my castle is that it is an old stone castle taken over by like fairy villagers. So the castle is kind of old and decrepit looking. And then it has all these like pink fun elements, and then I'm building the village around it currently. Castle isn't completely finished, but that's fine. And here's my courtyards, and then my little like bridge situation to walk up into my castle, going over the villager pit. It's lovingly been deemed a villager pit. It's the start of many little like villager homes around. Essentially the like Adam and Eve villagers, so the two that started it all. So they have the most basic of huts. And so the castle is my main base, and then I've been building farms around it, or not farms, like villager
What is
huts
this?
and stuff around it. Hotwire left me villager. Yeah, no, Hotwire left me a villager because I was missing an enchant, so, how much is he selling for? 31 is not bad, honestly. Anyway. So the start of the castle, you walk straight into my trading hall. Saw my librarians, everything, and then this was my like, entry level enchant setup, I guess, and then I have my bedroom or our bedroom, and then this is the server map. So I'll let Crown show you around that quick.
Oh, my thing did get updated. That's sweet. Yeah, so the server map, currently we are in this castle here, right in the center of the map. And then there are a few places. So I came from down in this little cove area where I'm kind of building the Mary, which is my base, and then I'll build a couple of other structures over there that I'll eventually get working on here while I'm streaming and stuff like that. This is the shopping district where we just were. If you go straight north, you hit the mob grinder that nobody uses because the XP machine in the shopping district is so unbelievably more efficient. And then across this bridge, there's a village that we took all the villagers from. Right here is my industrial district. So I'm learning to do more redstone, but these are the most basic of redstone farms that I had put together. Bamboo, pumpkins, watermelons, and sugarcane. And then I also have a creeper farm there. Up this winding path is Dark Queen and Hotwire Mech's base. Right here in the middle we have little Jimmy's base. All the way down at this corner over here, this is Minnesota Lego Man's base. He puts together some really cool stuff on the server. This down here is probably, this is Dangerous's base, and one of the more impressive builds on the server, I think. And then up here is Bro's football space, and this is an extremely impressive base, and you'll kind of get a sense for it when we get over there. So, yeah. I don't think I missed anything.
No, you're good. I'm back. So this is, yeah, my trading hall, our bedroom, and then if you go up these stairs in the corner here, you hit my storage room. Honestly, nothing very, like, impressive about it. It's a storage room. And then in here is my flower room, where all the flowers Crown gets me. And then through here is my bulk storage, for the things that I have far too much of to put in my storage room.
Namely carrots and potatoes, because that's what they use for trading with the villagers.
Hey, I have a dirt stack too. This room too, I feel, is not finished, but it's close enough that I will finish it one day. It's just not very, like, I love a lot of detail. So the other thing that, like, in between, you don't see in my base is in between these two layers, the trading hall layer and the, like, if you look right here, you can see this whole block. There's a crop farm, a villager crop farm that funnels the crops I need for trading right down into my chests for villager trading, so that helps. And then over here is my throne room, because a queen needs a throne room. And then most of this up here is really not finished. I mean, I have structures up here, but the goal is to put, like, villagers up here and, like, have them, you know, living and doing things. So, and then kind of like over here is, so over here on this part of the castle, there's thriving villagers. They have a little bit of a setup here. I keep a couple of my random book villagers up here too, but for the most part, there's just like a little house with interiors. This was done a hot minute ago, so I feel like my, like, building has improved since this, but it's all good. And then down here is kind of an empty space currently. I have a mud farm because that feels like something that I need. Mud is a pain in the butt to make, so. And then walking out, we're back to my courtyards. If you look back at the castle, you can kind of get a scope for where we're at. So, oh, I bet you want to see this too. So going over the bridge, to the right is one of my gardens. I'm not completely set on this like layout. I might change it one day because I'm not sure how much I love it, but this is my villager statue, so I guess he's there to stay probably. I like him quite a bit. He's a good guy.
I really think you need to use some more cherry blossom trees.
Yeah. Like a big old custom tree by the castle there.
Well,
too.
and the cherry blossoms, so they like rain down like flowers.
Mhm.
I just feel like that would help with your fairy-ish vibe.
That would be a vibe. Probably, honestly. So then, well, I guess we'll go this way. Going back over the bridge, spits you straight out towards my windmill and granary. We'll go to the customer's point of view. This is the milling business office. Think farm. Think tiny town farm. And then, so essentially what we're getting into now is, and most of it's just plotted out, not finished. So this is what I've been working on over the last 2, 3, 4 days maybe, is the villager aspect. So the castle is kind of the central part where they go to work and live, or work and earn money and stuff. And then we're working on like the town surrounding and the living quarters and stuff like that. Servants' quarters, stuff like that. So this is the granary or the mill for grain. And then I have been taking a lot of inspiration from like genuine old castles or genuine old like towns and stuff. So I mean there's another level up there too, but we can kind of leave as is. But I have I've been trying for as much accuracy as I feel like takes, or as much accuracy as I can put in without taking away the fairy vibe, if that makes sense. So down here then we have, this will be like the poor servants, farm hands, very like working class. So you'll see a lot of these tiny huts, no kitchens, no anything like that. Essentially beds, places to sleep and store their stuff. This is the poorer class. They go down and out in front of the castle because they work in the castle, a lot of them. And then what I'm working on today currently is the mess hall or the eatery or whatever. So this will be the eating room or the dining hall, and then this is an entryway that'll be plotted in. And then this is a kitchen attached. So this will be a big old kitchen that they can all like come in, and it'll honestly look not too far off from the fireplace, which is what I'm currently constructing. There's this big old fireplace on the end that has it feels necessary for dining hall, but this combats none of them having a kitchen. So this is when they gather at night to eat meals and stuff. And then over here is my fairy stable slash the farming hut will be here for my farmer villager as well. But this is my fairy stables as of now with a couple crops. And then this will be the farming hut. And then we just have a couple more things planned kind of throughout here. And then we'll go this way through here this time. Oh, hi, sheep. The sheep has been absolutely haunting me. He just shows up everywhere. Hold up. Why does it say these beds are occupied? That is so odd. Hold up, let me... They've like glitched? Now I can sleep in them.
Weird.
I don't know. That was really odd. Alright, anyway. So this is the like quote-unquote Adam and Eve villagers. Hey look, the sheep's about to join us. Hi buddy, come on down. You're safe. Oh, sticky keys, hold up. I need to turn that off.
There's a pig in here.
Can you hear me at all?
I couldn't. No. Hello?
Hi. Just push the button. Yep. No. Oh, no. Buddy. Be safe.
That was not my fault.
No, it's alright. So, yeah, like, this is kind of a combination of all of my animals. No! Come back, I love you! Get in there, get in there, get in there. Close the gate. I let you in here for 2 seconds. I'm joking. So anyway, through this little cave is the OG base. They'll come out the front. They've kind of seen the whole castle. So this is the OG base. So we come out like kind of in front of the shopping district. This was where we originally, like, this was our starter base. This was our first wheat and sugarcane fields, and we initially dug into the side of this cliff. So that's what all of those little oak, like, portal windows are and stuff like that. So in here was our first storage room. Where the mosses was where the chests were. And then up and around this corner was our little bedroom, which is now a smelter that Crown built for me. Thank you very much, Crown. There's a lot of glass in there right now. I'll have to take that out later. And then this was our nether portal. Honestly, I think it's pretty, like, empty and decimated up here. Yeah, there's not a lot there. Not a lot going on. And it comes out, yeah, at the front. But this was our first nether portal. And then through here was our first mines. So this room opened up, and our first enchanting setup. So down here, now it's Harry Potter's room.
Nice.
The one. But this was our first enchanting setup, and then down here are what I still use as my mines. And these mines hold an infamous. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
These mines hold an infamous location, which is the giant hole that yours truly crowned. It dug with a stone.
It was not a stone pickaxe.
Oh, he's lurking. Nice.
It's stone pickaxes.
Yeah, stone pickaxe. Actually, the remnants are still here. So, yeah, this was dug with a stone pickaxe pretty much. Towards the back, you can see where I insta-mined some. But most of this was done with a stone pickaxe early game. Which is hilarious, but also a waste of 7 hours of time or something like that. But the remnants are still all here. These are all of, just so we're clear, these are all of the iron pickaxes I made for him that he would in fact not use because he was using stone ones. And then these are deep slate mines.
Yep.
So, nothing really like, it's just mines. They're pretty boring.
Where did you go?
Hello?
Hi.
Where did you go?
I was just checking something.
Oh, the only thing other than that in this little room is the bubble hoop. And these just lead to the upstairs, the castle. So, yeah, that's my base. As follows, or as is currently, so. For a speed potion, would y'all want speed for 2?
So that is the castle and kind of the surrounding village setup. I wonder if Lego must be at his base. So over here, this is my base before I built the Mary. This is the Redstone Farms. So the sugarcane all gets pushed down. It's a pretty simple redstone circuit that I can show you in the back of that farm. But that is full. I haven't had to make rockets for a while, so I'll probably have to do some stuff with that. I usually AFK over in this area, but I haven't been just because of building, honestly. That's why I wasn't doing it. I need to take those with me real quick. Dirt, wood, oak planks, scaffolding. All of this is some supplies that I had grabbed from around here. I can throw these blocks of iron. I'm working on getting a storage system set up, but currently I just kind of throw things places. 'Cause who has time for actual storage sorting? A redstone chest. This paper can go in there. These fireworks can go in here. I'll throw all of those away. Put that shulker there. I need that glass. Actually, where did I put that? Iron. I'll need that for detailing, but that's my little half hut that I've been using for things. I have to replenish that. That's my wool farm. This is the bamboo farm. This is 12 farms stacked on top of each other, so it runs fairly efficiently. Just as pistons. The circuitry is here that I can explain at a later date if you want that circuitry explained ever. Then I've got some shulkers full of some random stuff. But I'll eventually end up sorting over at the Mary. I made this larger just recently in order to have enough bamboo for my bamboo store, because I'm selling bamboo blocks by the shulker. And then I have this, which is my creeper farm that makes plenty of gunpowder. So I should not ever have to worry about gunpowder again. Over here we have a big raid farm. This is Lego's raid farm. And so this is where all those totems of undying come from. This is a shulker farm, which is a crazy feat to me. They got a shulker there that is used for, apparently when they hit themselves with their own thing, they replicate. And so they're working on that. This is Lego's base. He got light bombed by some of the other players on the server because he would not stop complaining about the fact that there were mobs around his base, but he also wouldn't do anything about it. Down here, this is his storage area, some nether wart, those sorts of things. And then there's a giant hole that goes all the way down to bedrock here. That can be used. Oh, there he is now. So that's Lego.
Oh.
Hello.
Where are you at?
I am right here.
Oh, there you are.
I was just showing them, well, currently you and Duck, but for the VODs later. Yeah.
Nice.
What the server looks like. And
Nice.
I flew by your shulker farm probably way too close.
Yeah.
But I heard a bajillion of them in there.
Oh yeah, it runs, and it runs without me being there, so it's probably completely full. So.
Well, yeah, because nobody's had to buy a crap load of shulkers from you.
Shulkers. Yep.
So, nope, that's totally understandable. Where's this potion? I saw the potion thing set up in the shopping district.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna set it up. It's a tileable design, so I can make like a bunch of different versions of the same thing and just stacked up next to each other.
Nice.
And I think I was gonna start with. Oh my goodness, I can't run. With speed potions, and then move to the fire resistant probably.
Nice.
And then I don't know, whatever beyond that. I don't know what people would really want.
I know dangerous would probably take invisibility.
Take what?
Invisibility.
Yes. I don't know why people would want invisibility potions though. Like, what do you gain from invisibility?
Stealth.
That's true. But what are you hiding from?
Hoglins or piglins.
I haven't seen monsters in like 6 years. I feel like.
Because you don't go to the Nether as much as I do.
That's true. But yeah, so it has a shulker box loader on it. So I'm gonna have it so you can sell individual like 3 potions, and if I put like a thing in here, and then like say this shulker box is full, and I can sell things by the shulker box, I can mine it, and I'll just put a new one back.
Interesting.
And then all the materials and stuff will go into these droppers up here.
The answer to why dangerous likes resist potions. Oh my gosh, who's
That's you.
Probably mine.
That's easy.
It's only one. I don't have my bow on me. I never have my bow on me. Dangerous spends a lot of time in ocean monuments, and she doesn't want them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. But I figured speed would be an easy way to get people addicted to it, and then. No, just kidding.
Valid marketing strategy.
Although it would totally work too. I just figured speed is always nice to have. So.
You're just taking a page out of Coca-Cola's book.
I mean, it's accurate, is it not? I feel like people, if they have like speed 2 for a minute and a half for a whole shulker box, I should just give away 1 shulker box for free, and then get some people used to having speed 2 on all the time, and then like the next shulker box you have to pay quite a bit for, you know? Like, I don't know if that's too scummy, but.
I mean, it's fair. I don't know that I would choose. I mean, you know me. I chose to go harvest my own ink sacs and make my own dye rather than pay the dye price.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going next.
Okay. Did you show the mob farm?
Been to the castle. I have not been to the mob farm yet.
There's the mob farm. There's Shanda's, or Dangerous and
Dark Queen and Hotwire.
Dark Queen. Yep. And then there's Jimmy's.
Yep.
And Bros.
Yes.
Oh, are they me?
That one must be yours.
Ta-da.
Nice.
Burn.
Yeah, no, I haven't been to Jimmy's and Molecule Spaced yet. But I'm kind of... I think Queen and Hotwires is next.
Okay.
So...
That one's confusing. I don't even know my way around that one. I've been there like twice. And like,
I essentially just fly by and I go, yep, that's Queen and Hotwires.
that's where it is. Yeah.
And then if I'm ever on when they're on and they want to show it, that'll be fine.
Yep.
Whoa.
What is going on over here?
What?
What is going on over here?
You haven't seen this yet?
No, I've seen the windmill thingamajigger, but the whole... Uh-oh, someone's breaking in. What is this? Is this like layouts for little houses?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Neato.
So that's...
Potion, bakery. Oh, she's gonna put me out of my potion business. I gotta get started on that.
No, it's more so just for like the village.
Oh, the one in the back? It was stuck. Like real stuck. I had to slam it so hard.
This is gonna be a forge.
That's cool. It's like a little mini village thing. That's probably
Yeah.
way better than a regular village.
It's gonna be a fairy village, from what my understanding is. Is
That's
the
really
inspiration.
I say it's gonna look good because Duck's building it. Duck is,
I
dare I say, probably the best builder on the server.
it's gotta be close. It's between her and Tracy.
Yeah.
Or Dangerous.
Dangerous is crazy though.
I guess
The
like
way
the only
that
thing I've seen Dangerous build, or not, yeah, Dangerous build is like the mushroom, but I guess I really haven't seen much.
The thing that like you haven't like, have you seen the interior of the mushroom?
Yeah, I did. It didn't seem that crazy to me.
I mean, that's a better sample of her building. She just hasn't spent much time on this server building, I feel. Like, I feel like she's crazy.
Not that I can really say that someone's interior isn't that good, because my interior is basically nothing.
You got the armadillos going for you, so this is a villager hut.
Only
sampler.
so I could set up the XP vending machine. That was the only thing that was for. That's cool. Hey, you locked me in.
And then the stables, and then I'm working on the community center right now.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is like the poor area.
Like the town hall.
Yeah,
Classic
this is like
plan.
So, this is the mob grinder. We used to use this all the time until the XP vending machine made it not applicable anymore. So this is just your standard mob grinder. All mobs gather, they get pushed by water down, you hit them, they drop their loot into here, and then you take that loot and bring it with you. And so that is the mob grinder. There's not a whole lot to talk about there. Over here we have the drown farm that was put together by little Jimmy. This is his base here. He's got a bunch of cows and pigs and sheep and things. And then this is his moss farm that's not working. We have to diagnose why these aren't loading. Because these are all supposed to be throwing bone meal up through, but it's not working for some reason. So we've got to figure out why in particular these aren't working, because that should be putting it up through. It just doesn't seem to be working into this one here. So we got to try to figure that out. We don't really know what's going on with that. And then get away from that clicking sound. This is the footpath that goes to Hotwire and Dark Queen's base. I think Dark Queen is on. I don't know a whole lot about this base besides the fact that here's a little axolotl area. That some of the redstone in it is wild. So I think if I go, it's not down there. I think if I go up here and past the cows, this puts me into somewhere that I wasn't expecting to be. It's kind of like a labyrinth in here. Whoa. I did not realize there was that level of lava in here. So I guess this has been redstoned. all the way through. Wow. I would guess this is like a mine situation. I don't know. I've never been in here before. Like I said, this is like an enigma of a base to me. I don't really know what's going on here. But then... oh. So if I go out here, I go past all the cows. It's Christopher. It's not through there. I think it's down here. This is the front doors at least. Yeah. So this is the thing Dark Queen has spent the most time on in the last little bit. This is a giant sorting system. And so this will walk through and it will sort whatever they put into it. So I don't really know how it works, because I've not really looked into the redstone behind this. But it's a giant system. Like, there is a lot of redstone used to put this together, and it should be working. I don't really know. This is supposed to be super cool. Oh, this is a really simple one. Interesting. So this is on a redstone delay. So I walk through. So bring me up. And I think given enough time, that changes back. Then that will take you down and in. So that's kind of cool. I think. Yeah, Dark Queen is here. They've got a bunch of allays in here. I don't really know what they're doing right now. I know they were putting their little down at one point here. But they've kind of got some cool redstone stuff going on in here. And it's oh, perfect. And, nope, don't have that. So, it's going to be... now I gotta find my way out. Oh, this way. Onward to, I think, what is the most impressive build, which is Bros Spill. Bro is putting together this does look kind of nice, a kind of empire-y kingdom type build. This is the church that he is putting back together. I got to pickaxe it all down so that he could rebuild it. He didn't like where it was located or how tall it was. He has a lot of space here that he kind of uses and continues to expand, by the way. So that's like his main palace there. He's got a big hole in the bottom of it. I'll have him take you guys through a tour of it at some point. And then all of this here is wild craziness, like stables and stuff like that. Farms, he's just really good at building, and it's really cool. So yeah, that's the whole server. I'm gonna probably put some time into trying to get my boat to have some details in it beyond the small bit of detailing I did. It could use a little bit of extra oomph. So, let's see here. First things first, I've got to make a couple window panes and some iron bars. Nice glass pane. Wonderful. Grab the glass panes. We have bars that go in there. We have some glass going in here. This build took a decent amount of time. It's easily the biggest thing I've ever built. I also found this online somewhere. This was a pattern. It's like the first pattern that shows up on Google. I am not creative. This was just something I wanted to look really nice to encourage me as I moved forward. So grabbed a build, made it work. Yeah. You put lots of glass in this. Thankfully I have plenty of extra, so I don't really care if I break a pane or two, you know. And that's what I thought. I think that's all the glass I needed. Now there are a few things I'm going to need to go grab. One, I need to make more rockets at some point here soon. The other thing is I need to add a bunch of stuff over here. Let's see here. We'll go. Oh no, this will work. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I'll put this down here for now. We're gonna make a stack of bamboo. Okay. So I'm gonna put in some storage that I can use to start sorting some stuff here. Let's see. I like the furnace. I do want to go grab real quick from my district. Since I have a couple of campfires that I think I'm going to use to drive home the point of a couple different elements of my build. I've seen this done a few times where I can really make some things look nice. So we're gonna kind of dip in here. We're gonna go Oh, hey, would you look at that? I forgot to do the thing. It's kind of normal. We'll jump in here. We will take the few things that I have in here. And I'll take that too, because I haven't had a backpack for a while. Here people refer to their backpacks here on the server. What they are taking a look at is the ender chests. So, hey Parallel, welcome to stream. I don't know, are you seeing, did you catch the tour earlier, or have you seen it, everything on the server yet? I'm aware. I just didn't know if you wanted me using your name. Dude, it's a cool server. We've put together, this is my most recent build. Yeah. No, this is my ship, so I've put a lot of time into this. Yep, One Piece. I have, this is easily the biggest build I've ever done. This is like 3 or 4 days work. I found like a thing online to kind of guide me through it. I'm not gonna claim that I put all this together on my own. I'm just kind of getting things situated and trying to get some stuff sorted here. I have a bunch of sorting to do as I kind of jump into this, because I have not done any sorting to this point on the server, so there is going to be some sorting coming here. I think I had to grab these. That's what I was grabbing. And then, is there sticks in one of these? Did I see? And then I would like not to make torch. I don't remember how to make that. That's okay. We'll set up a couple more of these here. I'm gonna need to get a ton of leather. I'll kind of give you the run around. I'm not gonna give you the in detail tour, because I just got done with that. But if we go straight this way, this is my buddy Bros Football. He has put a ton of time into this structure here. This is his base and castle type deal. This guy was one of my best men in my wedding. So Luke, you know who that is. But this is a lot. Ooh, don't jump off. This is a lot of work. There's a giant hole underneath this base. He continues to slowly expand the entirety of this. So the whole walls keep getting bigger and bigger. He's building a church down there. It's giant. This is a mob grinder. This is Optimal Duck. This is my wife's castle that she made. This is a lot of people.
Think of the fact that it's done on 2 different levels.
Hi. So this is like windmill kind of village area that they're making. Luke's on.
Yep.
Luke's watching.
Oh, hey.
Oh, nice.
You get to see my build.
Yeah, I'm showing. So this castle, it's pretty big. My wife, thank you. I'm using the complementary shaders. I think that's what they are. They are. I'm using Iris. Yeah, complementary reimagined. So those are the shaders I'm using. They look really nice. And then so this is a map of the server. Oh, that's the one I forgot to show. That's Dangerous's base. That's my sister-in-law's base, which is really cool. But this is a map of the server. This is a giant castle. This is where we're at. That was Bro's base. That's my ship in this little cove, which I think is going to be cool to build in. And then I've got the shopping district here. This really long bridge. I've got some redstone farms set up. And then up over in this direction is the hotwire mech at my brother and sister-in-law's base. They've got some crazy redstone going on up there. This is Minnesota Lego Man. He was just on down here. And then we have little Jimmy's base and a drown farm. So we've got a lot on here that is really a lot of fun. This is all villager setup that only Optimal Duck can use. It's all of the different enchantment books and stuff like that. She can buy them all for an emerald. So she sets up a whole lot of stuff with these trades for people. Sells a bunch of it in the shop, which I'll show you. In between, like right here, there's a farm setup where villagers do farming for her, and then she trades all the potatoes and carrots she gets from that. This is her storage room with a more detailed version of the castle and the surrounding area. There is a redstone bulk storage down here. So it lights up for every full shulker box. I think that's what it is. Behind here, there's shulkers and stuff that go all the way up. So for every shulker box that's full, we get a light that turns on. So all those are really full versions of carrots, potatoes, dirt, things like that. And then up on the next floor here, this is the castle. So there's a throne room. It's not really finished yet, so that's still coming along. And then here, this is a villager little setup. The lore for like the castle, according to my wife, is that it's like a castle that was run down and is being fixed up by the villagers, and these fairy villagers. And there's a whole bunch of like shops and stuff getting put up here now, and that are going to be used later. So that should all be really cool. And then over here we have the shopping district, and we have a lot of different shops here. I'm going to go ahead and sleep real quick though, so you can see them in the daylight. Although this is my bamboo shop. I'm really proud of this build. I think it looks great with the dynamic lighting and the shaders and everything. So this is where I sell my shulkers of bamboo. We have, where's the sleeping hut? There it is. So they have this sleeping hut that was built because only one person ever needs to sleep through the night. And so because of that, we are often being chased by phantoms. And so if ever there's like 20 phantoms that spawn and someone needs to sleep while they're here, there's that little hut. So we have the disc shop. This is put together by my brother-in-law. He sells different discs for jukebox, prismarine shop, that's put together by Dangerous Doggies, my sister-in-law. This is put together by my cousin, Lego Man. This is a string shop. This is the bookshop that Optimal put together, so all these are just like regular books that you could normally need on things that you can buy for, I think they're $1 a piece. And then if you go up a level, she sells these boxes that are like Did You Die boxes, and so they're literally like full sets plus an elytra plus all of the different things you could ever need. They're like 60 diamonds for one box, but you know, you gotta pay what you gotta pay to get back in the game. Then we have, as we look up here, special orders, where if you need a specific tool with specific enchantments, she'll put that together for you. The shulker box from the shulker farm that Lego Man runs. These are ominous bottles, which Lego has a farm for, as well as totems of undying that Lego has a farm for. This is the elytra / end shop, so all of these are gathered by my brother-in-law, sold here. And then we have here just some random assortments of blocks, clay, dirt, terracotta, being sold by Bros. This is a moss shop, so everything having to do with moss is sold from this shop. This is my shop. It's a nether shop, so I sell a bunch of nether items in here, ranging from glowstone to netherite ore to the quartz to a bunch of different stuff. So you can see I have to restock a bunch of this as it is running a little bit low. So a couple of my next streams may have to be nether trips. I also have this giant rocket that I built, and this is for my rocket shop. And the rocket shop, as you can guess, sells rockets. I farm all the components that you would ever need to build rockets, and so that's pretty easy. This is a XP farm, XP vending machine. This thing's wild. If you start this thing and you go till it's finished, it'll give you like anywhere between 45 and 50 levels worth of XP. And so this was put together by Minnesota Lego Man. It's pretty cool. This is where Duck and I got married in game. We built ourselves a little marriage arch and did a little marriage ceremony in Minecraft. And then this is the welcome monument that we built when we put the server back up. So the server was up for like a year before I moved and lost the ability to host it myself. I'm now hosting it through like something else. Yeah, I can do that. But this is kind of like when you get in, you can jump in, and we only have 2 boxes left. But when you get in, you can jump and grab a couple of boxes and stuff like that. I have to go around this side because this is the front of the castle, and I've been instructed that I can only show people it from the front of the castle first. So this is the castle / village. There is my wife.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Grace wanted to see the castle, so I'm showing.
Oh. Nice.
The castle is put together over here. I guess I did not even show you the basement of the castle. So it's this giant structure here that my wife put together. There's a giant villager trading station in here. In between these layers, there's a farm. There's storage here. Up top here, this is a throne room, and then it's not finished up here yet. This is all also villager like habitat, I guess you would say, where villagers just kind of hang out and live. And then I forgot to show when I was showing this through. Down here, this was the original base. That when this was just a LAN world that me and Duck ran. We started off here. We dug into the side of this, and then this was a couple different things. This is a redstone super smelter, so you put whatever you need to smelt into here, and then you start it. And when it goes, this is a detector rail, so if there's anything left in the chest as it comes back around, it'll shoot out a signal back here and restart the chest, so it'll go until it's empty. Same thing with that, except it's for fuel. So that was super cool. And then through here, we have, this is a little villager enclosure that we had built right away too. It's like a little villagey area with some different animals and different villagers down here. There's a frog right there. This bubble vader takes you back up to the top. This is, I feel like I'm missing something here. Not in here though. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here. So this was our original enchant setup. This is Harry Potter's room underneath the stairs. And then we have a giant hole right here. And we are right here. This is a hole that I mined when we had just started on the LAN. And this is, I mined this with a stone pickaxe, or stone pickaxes, I guess. I kept getting stone, so I kept building stone pickaxes, and it's the one thing my wife will never let me forget, is that I did that with all stone pickaxes. And so, yeah, that's the castle. I do play with you, Bobby. It happens. I've not ever had a problem with it before, and I don't think it helps my performance at all. I mean, I'm not hurting for performance. Yeah, so we've got, this is kind of where people spawn right here, and then this was the hotel. They're thinking about turning it into like a shopping mall. Yeah, not a problem. But yeah, there's a whole bunch more to show. There's a whole lot here. So we'll zip back. I'm gonna put together some stuff on my ship. I want to look nice. We're gonna drop down in here. I want this to go over here. And somebody's been filling this, and I don't know who, but that was just a slant at one point in time. We're going to throw this up here. And then this is supposed to be like the stove. So I think if I put that up here, it almost feels like it would work better. I keep doing that. If I like take that, and then I go and grab, I think I have smooth stone slabs. It's getting nighttime. It's always getting nighttime. I've got to put some stairs in too. So I'm tired of having to jump through holes in my base. Let's see here. Smooth stone slabs. There they are. Shears can go over here. Jump around. And this probably won't work, but you know. I'm gonna give it a try at the very least. Did not work. I thought that might be the case. So we'll put the furnace underneath it. I thought there was a way to turn the campfires off, but I can't remember it right now. So, you know, we'll leave it as is. And I've got a couple other. Sure. I'm gonna put these away real quick. Take those stairs. I think I had. Go through here. Let's see here. Let's take. Gonna decorate with just a few more here. What's up, Queen? Grab that. I've got a couple that I have to throw up through here. There we go. Look at that. I also have to make a bunch of doors. Because I don't have that yet.
You put water on campfires. Turn them off.
I don't have buckets on me right now. I'll do that later. So we got fire tick turned off, so it's not like I have to worry about my whole ship burning down. Let's see here. I'd like to, at all possible, dip some of that.
Hello.
Howdy.
Okay.
How are y'all?
Good.
Good, good. The queen
That's
has
good.
arrived.
Yeah, she has.
I gotta turn the stream volume down.
Let's go.
I still have to figure out how to watch 2 streams at the same time.
I'm not streaming right now, so it's fine.
I know. But for when you are. I bet I could put one up on my computer and one up on my phone.
I was gonna say, has his set to open up in the background somehow, automatically.
Nice.
Okay. So I need item frames real bad.
There's leather in the castle.
Yeah. I also need
Otherwise,
to maybe go
Need what?
find. I think I put
No.
some.
I had the worst of luck today.
What
no.
happened?
A while back, I accidentally hopped into our zombie piglin trap. I ender pearled right into it.
Oh no.
And so I landed on the egg and I broke the egg, right? Well, today, while I was like somewhat AFK, I was hearing doors going crash, but I couldn't figure out where the heck it was coming from. And Optimal, I think you were on at the time, so I kind of just like chalked it up to you like messing with me or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't you. It was a zombie piglin. It came in and it chopped down my alley doors. Completely totaled them. They were
Do you
gone.
have any left?
Oh, they were all in my base, but they were flipping all the doors open, and that's what I was hearing.
Is playing with
dude.
you
So
bobbing
I have spent the last probably hour of playtime putting allays back in their little
Oh no, you've been
box.
on this whole time?
Kind of.
They
on
were
and off.
AFK for a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I AFK'd for dinner, and I had to put the baby to bed, and
I was, because it had been thrown in chat that you were AFK.
yeah, and then I bopped on a couple of times since then, but not, like, I never stayed on.
Okay, because I popped in your group chat right away.
I was
like,
probably still eating dinner
I
or
need to take
Not here.
putting stuff away.
put.
Nice, nice. Are you done with the alley escapades now?
Well, now it's just
The
to get them all in
Alaskapades.
the room.
The Alaskapades? Now it's what?
To get them all in the room they belong in.
Also,
Oh, got leads in here.
I
Why do
need
have
to
leads?
know,
That's not
is
right.
playing with view bobbing really that strange?
I play with you, Bobby.
No, that's not that strange. I turn mine off because it makes me motion sick, but it's not that strange. A lot of people play with view bobbing.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty normal.
It's just making sure. I need to go back to the Nether soon.
You need to go back to the Nether now because I have 10 logs left.
What do you mean you have? What do you mean you have 10 logs left?
Of
The
the
blue
nylium?
ones? You don't need to go into the Nether to get nylium.
I don't want to make them.
You can make
Either.
them in the overworld. Like, it's
I
not
know.
that hard.
I know. I'd rather just purchase them. He needs to restock them ASAP.
Fact.
I
He's
don't
also out of quartz.
I'm not
The
out
foliage?
of quartz yet. I'm actually restocking that right now. Thank you very
I was
much.
gonna say, it was pretty darn close. I had you almost sold out.
It is true.
Look, I don't use a lot of things like that, but I use quartz like that.
I'm aware. I was just saying that I need to go back to the Nether.
Okay, I need some more stone.
But I also really need to sort everything that I own.
Story of my life, I sort these chests. I do it again.
Well, you just...
The biggest
still
sorting
a
system
mess.
on the server.
I was gonna say, you don't have to sort
Factually,
anything
yes.
anymore.
I never had to. Dude, that's only 175 items. You know how many items there are in this game?
It's only 175.
Yeah, it's only 175, and I thought I was gonna have.
Yeah,
to
but how
sort
many of
over.
those are derivatives of other things you already have storage for?
Oh, probably quite a few.
Yeah, huh? So you don't
But like,
really
I don't,
need
I don't
storage
have
for
an auto
everything.
sorter for like things like stairs and planks or stairs and slabs and.
I saw a
Fence
sorting
gates and-
system today. I was watching a video of this dude, and he put a sorting system in that you could do multiple items, like sorted into a chest. Is that like much more extensive?
Yes.
How much is much more expensive?
Like you're talking 2 to 3 filters per item chest instead
Yeah.
of just one.
No, because he had like attached to each one, it was like a double chest, and you put
Yeah.
like most of that chest was full, and then he had like 6 items in each double chest that he could sort into that
Yes.
that stack.
Yeah.
I'm not
double
talking
chest.
about the amount of chests. I'm talking about that you cannot put more than one item through a filter.
At least
You
you
get what I'm
shouldn't.
saying? So, like, you can only filter one thing through an item filter at a time. So, when you have 6 items filtering into, like, one set of double chests, sure, you've got 6 items going into one set of double chests. That saves you chests. That doesn't save you item filters. You still
Nice.
have to put 6 filters on that chest. And then you have to put the hoppers to filter the stuff into there. And you also have to put the hoppers to filter, like, multiple items into the chest. Like,
Ew.
yeah, no, it's more extensive to do multiples.
Ew.
I've thought about doing doubles for some of the smaller stuff because that would be pretty simple. Because the item filters can sit side by side. And that potentially could be a thing.
On today's episode of I Suck at Flying.
On yesterday's episode of I Suck at Flying.
Pretty
I
sure
went
there's
into a long
multiple
dive.
episodes of that
I have
per
no idea
day.
what you're talking about. I have water in my water bottle. Hold up, I gotta go get my water bottle.
What?
Okay, so
Do you want to grab
cannot
my water
have
bottle too?
Yeah,
this
here you are.
here.
It's empty.
Yeah. Welcome to living with you.
I feel calm.
What's empty?
His water bottle. He asked me to bring him his water bottle, but the water bottle is empty.
Welcome to living with
I have to
her.
fill it before
Okay.
I
Every time, every night. Can you go get my water bottle? Okay, I'll go get your water bottle. It's empty. Yeah, you need to fill it.
The story
Facts.
of my life.
Ah. Little
Should
guy.
probably supper while I'm up too.
No, you're not doing that. You're coming in here.
Did you let your fish go cold? I'm actually a little offended
No.
by that.
No, it's eaten already.
Oh. I thought
I'm
you
putting
said
away
you...
the leftovers.
Ah.
The rice.
I should make myself a chocolate shake.
There we
is
go.
what I should do.
The story of my life.
I need to
You know what else I did
go
tonight?
into the void.
I thought I lost a whole shulker box that had like all my pottery and my shards and stuff in it.
Oh no.
Moaned and groaned over it, frustrated, looked for it forever, only to find out that it's at the top of my new elevator. And it was there the whole time.
Nice.
So funny.
And I was like, ugh. If I had a dime for every time I lost a shulker box that wasn't lost at all,
Whoa.
I
I'd
don't
have a lot of
often.
times.
Now
happens
that I say
super
that, I'll
often.
probably lose one. I do, like, I have a system. So, one thing about me is, like, there's 2 things I like in Minecraft, and it's building and organizing. So, I'm, like, the odd person that doesn't end up with, like, shulker monsters, because I love a good, like, sit and sort through and organize
Okay.
everything.
No, I habitually do that because I cannot, like, it drives me crazy if
Yeah.
my shulker boxes are a mess. Like, it
So,
legitimately
yeah.
makes me upset.
So I have a very good system of, like, every time I'm working on a project, I grab all my project shulkers, organize all my project stuff into them, color code them, and then I bring them to the job site, and those stay at the job site till I'm done, and then I bring them all into my system, sort them all back out. I don't
Nice.
typically, like, it's a very organized, calculated, so I rarely lose stuff on Minecraft. In real life, however...
I don't, like, actually lose things. I just can't ever find my shulkers.
Yeah, that's valid. You know what our little was today?
I
But
need to
A
turn.
complete menace to society.
welcome to my world.
Oh,
That's what mine was. today
That's
to
so
my
much
baby
better.
little.
I had a really bad headache today,
Oh,
and
okay, I fixed the problem.
it's always those days, and she's, like, opening every cupboard and, like...
I'm not really sure I like the black stone in here. Optimal, can you come help me look at this?
Yeah, give me 2
I
seconds.
thought I
I'm
would
doing
like
dishes.
it,
Ooh,
but
ooh,
there's this.
ooh.
Oh, you're not even.
Well,
playing.
no, I'm literally by doing
Right now.
dishes. I mean, I'm putting the rice pot to soak because that takes forever. I'll do them before I go to bed tonight.
I
But
don't need.
Okay.
I figured I'd put away leftovers at least while I was up before they got. Like,
I almost told you that was dishwasher safe, which, while that's not an inaccurate thing, I forgot you did not have a dishwasher. My bad.
yeah.
Um.
Dishwashers are for losers. I'd never want one. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not jealous
you
of
sound
you
like
at
our
all.
mother.
I'm not jealous at all.
Now you
Go
sound
up
like our
here.
mother.
I just hate at people that cover my insecurities.
Yikes.
Sorry, I'll calm down.
Okay. I also
No,
need
okay.
help figuring
I'm on
what
my
else
way.
And then I
put
have
in
to
these
go.
rooms.
What rooms?
I think
I love
this
a good
way.
room, Phil.
I've got. Yeah, you're good at
I build
interiors.
that.
And someone told me that
I love a good
Dangerous Doggy
interior.
told me today that most of my base is underground, therefore I like doing interiors.
Yeah, and
And I
not
was like-
exteriors.
You are mistaken. You are mistaken.
It's just that if I'm
I just
underground, I don't
build-
have to do exteriors and interiors. I
was
only
gonna
have
say.
to do.
I build underground. I build big machine underground. Then I have no big exterior outside. Only interior.
problem.
I
Only
can't
interior.
remember where I was
Only
going.
interior. Half the building for me.
Hey!
Okay, so like I've got this little room here.
Oh no.
Okay, can I tell you how to use them, please?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Whoa!
Hi. Okay, watch me. Okay.
You go, and then
That.
Yes. Okay, look at me.
Sometimes I scare
When
myself.
you're going up, you get in the bubble corner.
How do I
hit
get
the note
out of
block.
here?
When you're coming
Note block.
down, press the button. Both times it flips the trapdoor both ways. But I
Nice.
really hate the stone button on the black stone.
Go.
Is there a dark wood button that would look less abrasive on that? Hold on.
I
this
really,
is a much better solution.
I really can't remember. I thought
What
it
is
was
a
over
dark-
here.
I think
button.
you don't like the black stone.
I really think I don't like the black stone either. I could use a wood there instead. Should I use a wood there? I have like dark oak and spruce.
What
and...
if the texture is what's giving you? Can you make blackstone bricks?
No.
Yes.
Yes. No.
Yes, you can.
Why wouldn't
Bricks?
it let me in this? Oh, maybe I wasn't in the stone cutter. Hold on.
Like, are you talking like bricks? Or are you talking
Oh. Okay. There's way more options.
like? I was
here.
gonna say there's a ton of options for Blackstone.
It won't scroll for me though.
Because I built all of my stuff out of Blackstone.
Oh, I love that so much better.
Yeah, the texture to blackstone is obnoxious. You have to do it with the bricks, and honestly,
I
I
saw
would-
the polished one, but I think that's worse.
do you need this one on that side as well? Or
This-
do you just can you do it like that?
Power.
What the heck? How did I walk my way through here?
Like, is this pole necessary?
This is the necessary pole, not the back one.
Where's that Nether fortress?
Oh, okay. So
Hardware is
Oh,
here.
shit.
Oh hey!
Tell him I made this machine more simple so he can figure out how to use it.
He's here. I'm sure. Well, tell him to hop on
He's not
quick,
in
well.
chat.
No, he's right here though. Hello, 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 hello,
Hello, hello.
hello. He's
Hello?
not responding.
There he is.
Stop it. I
I made the
hate my
machine
life.
easier to use so even you can use it.
What a backhanded compliment.
He
I don't
was
even
giving
know
me
that that was
so
a
much-
compliment.
So much poop for this earlier because it was too complicated. So I fixed it, okay?
Did you make it complicated?
I made it
Yes,
less
you did.
complicated because he couldn't handle the level of complication that it was at. And he lives here too.
And he lives. You sound like you don't like that.
I hate this.
Don't move out. I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Okay.
Me for real.
I'm just sassy today, okay? I'm sorry. It's not personal. I promise.
Gosh, I
sounds
can't help
personal.
Fast chooses me.
Right, yeah.
Like, look, it's not your fault I'm sassy today, okay? Is it my fault? Well, that's a questionable question. It might be.
Oh, there we go.
Do you see what I did to fix it, Hotwire?
Throws me
Put buttons in.
Put the button on the way down.
Push the block on the way up.
Yep.
There we
Very
go.
simple stuff.
Alright. You're looking to do with this room?
Hold on. I gotta fix this one. Oh no, I broke my berry bush. How did
You know that, like, this bubble is not top.
What do you mean?
The very last water block of the normal, like, bubble later portion of it is not,
Okay, well, I will look into that.
Does not bubble bait.
And if it's not bubble baiting, it's not bubble baiting.
Okay.
This storage room is epic.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Epic, dude. It's starting to look really good,
my wife
too.
made it.
It's starting to look really good.
Oh, no, it's looking really
It's
good.
finished.
It's looking phenomenal. sorry.
I've only put 150 hours into this.
I said absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I shut my
Yeah,
big
keep
butt
your mouth
mouth.
shut.
This is what I mean when I say you're a builder and I'm not a builder.
It is finished. It is glorious. It is beautiful.
Which logs do you
Right.
need?
Right.
I'm laughing
Exactly.
so hard I'm crying.
I didn't try to be mean. I was trying to be so nice.
I know.
She was trying to compliment
Whoa,
me,
that was
accidentally
scary.
insulted me instead. But at least it was an
There's
accident.
0-0 around here.
It's in the ocean.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking for Nether 0-0. I'm gonna blast a hole in it.
What do
Why?
you mean it's not bubbling up to the top? It is bubbling to
Because.
the top.
Why not?
Because we're pretty much at Nether 0-0 where that portal is at. The one in
Okay,
the castle.
I'm gonna run that
I
up
mean,
a little
guess
higher,
could
and I
put it
think
there.
No,
I think-
literally that's Nether X 2.6
Doc, should
Z
I close in this
point-
tube on the top?
Z -7, maybe
What do you mean,
-75.
Yeah,
close
it is.
on the top?
Like, complete it.
I
So
just-
it's
I
not
put a
open
block
where you're
actual
standing right there.
0-0 is.
Feels
Why are you
weird.
blowing a
I
hole at 0-0?
What?
It
Why are you
looks fine.
blowing a hole at 0-0?
If you want to, I guess.
Because I can, so we have a
Ow!
way to
Ow!
keep
They hurt
the
me.
Nether from the roof.
Yeah, they very bushes. Very bushes.
I mean, I guess.
Is that a problem?
No, it's not a problem. I just don't. I don't know. I would not be putting forth the time to do that because we have like a million Nether portals.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just that like
If you want to.
the only
Yes.
two that I know of that go to. I only know of like 3 Nether portals that go to the Nether.
Yeah.
The underworld.
Yeah, and the rest of them just go to the roof.
Okay, I need to get
That
That's
about
doesn't
valid.
strike me as a
It's
terrible
mostly just
thing.
a project for me to do. That
Do I-
like
do I
to
this?
I
Yeah.
like to make a big staircase all the way from up
Yeah,
top
for sure.
down
You
below.
can.
That's totally all you, man.
Does it look stupid?
Oh, there's a
No.
bastion right over here.
Okay.
I don't
Probably.
get a bastion this close.
Yeah, we have like
Yeah, there's one pretty close.
we have a bunch of bastions pretty close, but I've already kind of been through them.
Oh, I'm sure you have. This
Okay,
was
so which room
completely
do you
dead.
want to start on interior on?
I was not anticipating how hard it could be to get out of here. Well, this one
I feel
I'm
like
not
I
as unhappy with as the other one because it's like a walkway, you know, like hallway vibes. We got some weird little lanterns. I'll put some art up in here. It'll be glorious.
Which
Okay.
trees did you
Like
want?
this one, I'm not too worried about. I did like the court accent wall. We got like a basic. This one, this space. Oops,
Ah,
just died. Practically.
Which trees did you want?
this space?
This space. It feels awkward.
Which trees did you want?
The
The blue ones.
Well, okay, so you can always put little signs on the side of your benches to make them look like a couch, like they have armrests.
Okay. One problem with that. These are trapdoors.
Oh, you can't. Okay, that's fine. It looks fine. Okay,
So I got
so
like that and a little tree. I like this.
What are you building with it?
Taco space.
what are
As
you
well.
building it with? What's your blocks?
Well, I have copper going on. We've got some dark oak. We've got a little bit of spruce on the benches.
And this is your
the
copper
greenery.
room, right?
Yeah, this is our copper aging room and such.
So let's
Apparently,
go
the
from-
Enderman dirt block holder. Also,
Where's
like,
your copper? I need
hold on.
some blocks.
I need to
work
fix
with.
this. Give me a
I
second.
question.
I'm
I'll do that.
It's in the dark.
Never mind.
Yeah, dude.
No longer question.
The lighting in here is a wee bit excessive.
I don't even think you need any. Dad, look at around the edges too, dude.
Okay.
What was I doing?
You were baby. It's okay.
It's like half of this. I like walk around, like what
Man,
the
your
heck
shaders are dark. Or no, that's
was
just
I
my
doing?
screen. That
And
was-
then
need to
I
do
was
some
like,
screen
yep, no,
adjustments
baby,
or
me
something.
knew nothing.
What was
Look at
that?
how often there are
Oh,
torches
I was
every
looking at your
4
stream and,
blocks
like,
on the walls.
It's on my third monitor, which
Literally.
is above all of them, and I don't have a good mount to like have it angled down
Holy
enough.
cow!
Oh,
So it always looks dark, and so like your shaders
Oh, there's
look
one in
amazing.
here too. Okay, I
But like
feel
all I
like
was seeing was basically just a pitch black area with green.
pretty lit
like,
here, right?
There's
The-
some torches that I pick up.
Those trees glowing.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm curious to
makes
see about
sense.
how many we pulled out of this room because I don't think I had any. I have. Okay, hold on.
Might have to try your shaders. at
62
some point.
torches.
I
Holy
really
cow,
like-
you
Did
And
you
I'm pretty
ever-
sure I didn't have any in my inventory before
I need
this.
to turn you up. These girls are so loud.
I know.
We can swap. We're
We
working
can,
on
we
the
can go in the
project
girly
together.
chat. We'll
While I
leave
wait
you
for
alone.
wood.
You
We'll leave.
Ugh.
Why is the toddler up? She has not been. This is way past her bedtime.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go
Alright,
make a
bye.
girlies group. Bye.
No, I was gonna say, did you ever get your computer back to running the way it was supposed to?
Hold on.
Oh, nice.
Little one. Do that again. That's even though my computer working.
Yeah, did you ever get those
All
Pieces
the
to
drivers
work?
taken
Yeah.
care of? Yes, I actually sort of did. I ended up just having, I think I'm like 2 driver versions old, but somewhere in like October 24 or something like that, or December,
okay?
or what is it? Let me look here. It's like, yeah, October 1st, it looks like, is when this was done. Versus the like, or no, yeah, October 11th. Or no,
Okay.
yeah, which is like 2 or 3 old. I was able to figure out how they do it. They like you just actually download the whole software with that like version currently loaded on it as the like whole install file. So you basically just completely delete the AMD like Adrenaline software and then install it with that, and then you just don't tell it to update, because it won't just automatically update on you.
Interesting.
Which is just so, I don't know. I guess it works, but as much as I'm a bit of an AMD fanboy, I like the way that NVIDIA does it, where you can either install one of two systems now. They want you on the NVIDIA app, but you can go with the old NVIDIA GeForce Experience if you really want to.
Yep.
Or you can just straight up go to their website, download the driver, and not install any of their BS other than what you need.
Yeah.
Which is just the driver. Which I wouldn't recommend for a lot of people, but for our father, I did that for a while, but it just was like, well, whenever I come over, I can just hit the download button.
Yeah.
Just do it for me, basically.
That's fair.
What is this?
I can't remember.
This has gotta be a Lego thing.
Yes, it is. It's a potions
Oh.
shop. He's building. I'm trying to remember exactly where I need to be going. I'm struggling maybe remembering where I need to go for... Ah, yes, through here. Maybe? No. It wasn't through here. I'm trying to remember where I went. I would need to be going towards positive X and negative Z. I thought it was legit, just straight that way. I built this giant bridge. Ouch. I don't remember right now. I'm gonna have to figure that out. For now, I'll come back. I got what I came for currently. Away, away.
That's right. You played it, Bobby?
And?
That is just so nauseating.
It's really not.
Last time I played with Q-bobbing on was when I probably played Dark Forces back in 2008. My mom's ex-teacher. Anybody knows what that is, they know gaming. Do you even know what that is?
No.
It's an MS-DOS based first-person shooter that looks basically like a reskin of Doom.
Okay.
But Star Wars.
Oh.
Yeah. That stuff's old.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, and people apparently have bought my straight up ink sacks for some reason.
Oh. No, I legit had been flying around collecting my own ink sacks because I was like, I'm gonna go broke.
Gonna go broke? You still have to make more?
No.
be done by now.
No, I'm done with the ink at least.
Ink is so hard to do.
Well, one of these
I don't
next
even feel
times. One of these next times. I mean, it's not that hard. With a looting
It's not
3
hard, but
sword in about 30 seconds flying around, I'd have like 19
bad, I guess.
ink sacks. But we just have to get that wither skeleton farm up and running. So you can get the
Yeah.
wither farm up and running.
I have some dogs there bred. I don't know if I have quite enough though.
I think we're getting close.
You have dogs?
No, for everything. I've got all of the nether brick.
Oh, yep.
I'm gonna have to go netherite mining again soon though, because my store is almost out.
Oh, yep.
And so I think I'd like to restock that store and then get into getting that wither farm up and operational.
Mm-hmm.
Because once we get that up and running, I can make and just sell beacons. And then I was thinking that
Kitty. Are you really that hungry?
you would be able to, with the wither skeleton farm, like we could split the gold profits from it. Cause
Gonna make a lot of everything.
well, it's gonna make a ton of everything, but then you said you were gonna use the blaze rods for making end rods.
Well, and or Eyes of Ender you could even do.
What? Or yeah.
Well, I'm like sort of have, you could say, like, even though anybody that wants to go use the Enderman farm can go and grab as many as they want because it's like just Ender Pearls galore. But
Do you have an ender farm set up?
yeah, it's in the end.
Oh, I've not been to the end since we've set this up.
Oh, I bet. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of boring, honestly, the whole end. They need to fix it. It's like terrible.
Well, Minecraft Live is like a week away.
Oh, for where they like do a convention or whatever?
They're announcing all the stuff that's coming out.
Oh. I bet you they won't do anything to the end because they're absolute total dummies.
I keep forgetting to put on. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna look like.
Developer is.
They might. You never know. They might surprise. And then we're gonna zip up here real quick. I need to go.
They haven't updated it since, I'm pretty sure, like 0.9 or something.
Yeah. Sometimes you just get blocks too for what you can do with the end.
What do you mean?
Like I'm sure
Change it.
part of it is like, you know, with what they have, they are probably like trying to figure out what they want to do with it. The end is not exactly an easy thing to figure out what to do with.
Fair, I guess.
And like, yeah, they've had a decent amount of time to address it, but they've been addressing things like the Nether and how terrain generation works. And so they've been tackling some issues that they probably feel are bigger than the end currently.
I guess.
But
just the end looks so out of place with how little was on it.
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the overworld than Nether.
that's gonna happen. But no, I think I'm gonna try to get stuff restocked. And a little bit of sorting done probably tomorrow night when I jump on. And then we will attempt to build a wither skeleton farm without dying 5 times and going bankrupt.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're going to want to make it so that one of the that's this box. One of us is like shooting ghasts
Yeah, probably.
and other mobs while the other person is
Actively building.
yeah.
Especially because if anything touches us and those dogs are anywhere not on a leash, they're gonna be like, and kill it, kill it, kill it. I'm getting burnt by fire and half a dozen other things in lava and dying and all this other
Yep.
bull crap because they're.
Which I think we're supposed to wait to put the dogs in last.
That would make some sense.
And then we have to figure out the linking of that portal.
Which, portal on the in the farm, yeah.
Yep. It sounds like they're still thinking about a community gold farm at some point, but
Oh yeah, that is on the
I
docket.
I think we'll
could've
be
made the
crank.
community Enderman farm.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think we're gonna be cranking out a community gold.
Well, tonight would be like the kind of night to do it, but nobody else is on.
Yeah, which is fair. Let's go.
Ow. Ow, why am I dying? Ow. How did that even work?
Very carefully.
I sent like an ender pearl through our base and it spawned me like inside of the rock between the chests and the portal. And I was dying, suffocating to death inside of rock. Rock, I tell you.
You probably managed to warp into like a single high square.
Something like that. I don't know. I just went and threw another ender pearl and luckily it got me out of it.
I need... Ender pearls are weird.
That they are.
Yeah, I really need to go back through and get quartz. I wonder if I have any in here. I doubt it. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking
Oh,
for
there you
those blaze rods
Yeah.
that will be picking up that the like you could use them, we could like split them and I'll sell them in my store still
Yep.
so people can use them as fuel and stuff. And honestly, I might just put up a fuel store.
Oh yeah, lava works. Okay, Little, are you gonna go to sleep tonight or not? I mean, I think you're following the rules and staying in your room, which is great, and I'm very proud of you about.
Alrighty. Well, I think I'm gonna jump off and I'll put this up on my YouTube channel at some point. let me get a chance to take a look at the VOD. But I'm ready to wind down for bed for the night. So thanks for joining me. Crowned up.